good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're at in this whole big world of ours. Thank you for coming to hang with me for a little bit. Saying some easy listening. I hope everybody had a good week. You know what I'm saying? I was happy. It was Friday. I was like, oh, look at the clock. Time to clock out. I felt like the Flintstones. Remember when he ran to clock out and stuff? That is why. That is me. So I hope everybody's doing well and good health, good spirits. If you're not in good spirits, I hope some of my nickering and talking about people will, I said nickering, not niggering, I'm trying to be funny. But I hope, talking about these people bring a little lightheartedness to you and you realize you ain't the most fucked up person walking this planet because certain people are. So I was watching Atlanta Street interviews and looking at Marcus in a barber shop, him and his famous friend Etch a Sketch Face. How you doing, Cheryl? How you doing? Happy Friday evening. Good to see you, my homegirl as usual, Cheryl. So he was with Scribble Scrabble Face. And they're all talking shit, him, Pole Scribble. It's like three bum ass niggas. I keep on saying this is keeping me abstinent, okay? And single. This is what the fuck we got for middle age. Middle age, men's supposed to age like fine wine. You know what I'm saying? As men get older, they supposed to get better, looks wise, personality wise. These niggas is flavorless and stale. Where the fuck they get these motherfuckers? How you doing, foot soldier? Happy Friday evening. I'm so happy to see you too. Yeah. I hope you had a good week and you have a good weekend with your family, both. You and Cheryl. So, here we go. So these motherfuckers is talking about who's who. Marcus is like, yeah, I was a 4.0. I was varsity in football. And I'm like, all 5'2" of him is fucking lying. Yeah, I always had medals or whatever, coach's favorite and stuff. Nigga, for what? Special Olympics? Marcus is a fucking liar. He had a 4.0. He went to school for free, yet he went to Howard and did a kiss of a semester. A kiss of a semester, like maybe like 2 months in probably. He wasn't there for midterms, so maybe a month. Asked him. He told a story about a few times back in the day. I don't know where them videos was, but I heard it, and he's been a laughing stock ever, acting like he's intelligent. You have people that never have to go to school, higher education, and smart as a motherfucker. That's not his case. You see, dummy, he still ain't stopped. What the fuck he doing? He's still doing felonious shit, talking about spicy content. Like, yo, I wouldn't be talking about none of that shit. Because no, you ain't going to go to jail now, but motherfucker. And I always tell people this. When you don't stay in jail for shit you need to go to jail for and get in trouble for, and you get left free, yo, death is coming upon you. And it's true. Death always be coming upon them. People like, damn, if they was in jail, they wouldn't have been dead. Marcus is skating on big, thin ice. A lot of motherfuckers out here know who he is, know where he hang. He tell us his favorite places to go, to eat, to hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know where he be at, his car and everything. Like, yo, this guy's not safe at all. People really hate creeps. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to jail for Cheryl. He ain't going to motherfucking jail, Cheryl. Cheryl, he ain't going to jail, love. Not yet. He going to hell. He going to hell. That's where he's going, all jokes aside. You know what I'm saying? I ain't wishing death upon him, but it's just one of those things like, just chill out. Sometimes God stops us, right? And when he stop us, right? What they say is warning before destruction, right? Famous saying. It's true. Slow down. Chill out. Take this time. Do your content still. But chill out. Hanging out and being, yo, really get out there and hit the streets. Go back to your original formula before you was asking about 100. He started asking about being violated and stuff like that really soon in, but it wasn't right away. He got us to kind of like, oh, let's watch him. Okay, all right, this brother out here, telling, giving, getting stories and stuff. All right, but Marcus is the first channel I realized that young people smoke crack still. I said, why would they smoke crack when we saw what crack did to grandparents, aunties, uncles, friends, sisters, brothers? I mean, they're young. Young people smoking crack. You didn't hear? I mean, crack. No, it's really nicer to walk in front. Why would you want to smoke crack? Crack? I mean, damn. I just don't understand that shit. These motherfuckers, his channel let me know that there are young black children out there, children, smoking crack. And this is not our crackheads that are in their 50s and 60s that's been freebasing since the 80s and 90s. These motherfuckers, these is babies. You know what I'm saying? Good evening, Corinne. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. You just came. I just started talking. I ain't really get into no meat and potatoes, you know? But his channel exposed me to that. His channel exposed me to there are wicked people out there that will adopt children and on their 18th birthday take them for a fucking a fucking car ride like a sick puppy and dump them at a bus station in Atlanta and just really don't give a fuck and their special needs. That shit fucked me up. Why would you do that? Oh, you can't give money. Make sure they straight at least say, listen, when they turn 18, the ride is over. Save that last 2 years. Save as much as you can for them and make sure they go to a school and they taken care of and say la vie, it's been real, see ya later. But like to do something heartless, like Marcus channel exposed me to that. You know what I'm saying? I know people are fucked up and I heard some pretty crazy stories, but it was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And then he started getting into this other shit and we like telling him it's not cool, it's not cool. Then he brings the girl on Steve Wilkos and we're like, yo, Marcus, she's not lying. Nobody's gonna be that descriptive. Oh, I spoke to her family, her family. Yeah, of course they're not gonna say, we did it. Yeah. No, they're not gonna say that, Marcus. Why would she lie? She's coming on TV. People lie about that, but this homeless young woman is with a child. She really, and she's doing good for herself now. And Marcus channel didn't help her. She stopped fucking with Marcus because Marcus got fucking creepy. You know what I'm saying? Marcus is just like. Anyway, so Marcus and Ann, he Marcus and I, he did, he was 4.0. So why did you leave Howard, Marcus? Your parents are doing well, right? Your father owns a bar. Your mother's a housewife. You and your brother out the house. If you had a full ride, why didn't you finish? I mean, who wouldn't want a full ride to Howard University? And what? This is like the early 2000s. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Early 2000s. So we talking about like 01, 02. Damn, Marcus looked mad old. He looked like he graduated in 74 or some shit like that, yo, right? Damn. I know motherfuckers that graduated in 74 and they don't look as old as Marcus. Word is bomb. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But anyway, so Marcus or whatever, they sitting there reminiscing. This motherfucker Marcus is telling a whole bunch of lies. Marcus and Aunt looking at him like, nigga, you really a dumb motherfucker. And I'm probably setting you up right now, trying to make you do the spicy scene with this white chick right here. And yeah, like he was. Aunt was like, no, you wasn't. No, you did. He's like, yeah, I did. And the football Marcus, you're 2'2", nigga. You wasn't on nobody's team. You wasn't even tall enough to be the fucking water boy. You gotta be at least this high. There's a fucking line right there, like a fucking amusement park ride. You know what I'm saying? So here's this fucking capping in line. So I skimmed through that fucking episode, but I heard that in that episode, Martin, that Ann said he doesn't date black women, and the comments were funny. I read the comments now. I skimmed through the video because they were just getting on my nerves. I just couldn't take all that line. You know what I'm saying? It's line. Nigga, you a bum ass nigga. Wait, let me get back to this real quick before I go over there. Okay, I'm bringing y'all back. Come back. Come on, hold my hand. Let's go back, cause y'all gonna get lost. Y'all know me. I skip around subjects and come back. I don't want y'all to get lost. Okay, but Marcus took all that shit. You was a 4.0. You was a star athlete and shit, being 2'4" and all that shit. Why the fuck you out here hanging out with homeless people? Why you in Atlanta? You was in Atlanta when motherfucker was doing the bank ad bounce and stuff like that, and they had Bad Boy Atlanta and all that shit, yo. I was out there at that time visiting here and there. That shit was. I ain't think I was gonna like that shit. That shit was off the fucking. It was so much money to be made. Everybody had a fucking hustle. But he said he was in DC, so let's go to DC, right? Because he wasn't in Atlanta. He went to DC to go to school, right? But DC was popping at that time too, because I remember being in DC at that time too, going to hang out and saying I was never coming back again. But it was so many black people out there just getting it, young, old, hustling. It didn't matter. Hustling, like, I'm not talking about selling drugs, I'm talking about hustling. Like, they had different things going on. When I was out there, I was very shocked on how many vendors were out there that were black American and shit. This and this. So, what happened? Because if you're around excellence, you want to be excellence. That's all I'm saying. But no, he want to be king of the homeless. Because I want to say, what the fuck Polo and you got in common, and you and Ant? Like, it's the Three Stooges. They have nothing in common except being middle-aged losers. And this is why we stay single. Oh no, yeah, Marcus he from Atlanta. Okay, you live near ATL Ellenwood. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, he from Atlanta. Ain't that crazy? But his parents are West Indian. People try to say, oh, one of his parents is Black American. No, they're West Indian. You know what I'm saying? And he's a proud West Indian. You know what I'm saying? And he likes to exploit black American people, he said. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like that. If we all black, why should it be like that? You know what I'm saying? He said out his own mouth, he said black people, black American people, we're used to this ratchet shit. It's ratchet shit across all ethnicities and races. We see it each and every fucking day for 1,000,008 years. I mean, it's human nature. People, you're gonna have some people that are civilized, you're gonna have some people that are moderate, you're gonna have some people that are off the fucking chain. The jails are filled with everybody. So when he said that shit, I just looked like, yo, why would you say something like that? But then he went and said, oh, we all black. Which one is it, Marcus? Do you have a disdain, or are we all black? And if we're all black and you're trying to help black women out here, single mothers, because he said he helped a lot of single mothers. What? A lot of single mother black mothers do what? Self-destruct. Because having a woman on a, oh, maybe because your mother was a slut on film, that, it's okay for all black mothers to be sluts on film. But see, your mother was a slut on film with her husband. Even though her husband had community pain, that was her husband that she had children with. So that's different. If she want to do a nasty, freaky fucking flick with him, then fucking let it get popping, right? It should have been, they should have hid it so you kids couldn't get to it. You know what I'm saying? Or don't do it at all, because you got kids in the house and kids find each and everything. You know what I mean? But you take single mothers that are destitute and you give them $100, if they get that, for a pornographic scene for millions of people to see on your fucking sites. You know what I mean? So you said thousands or whatever, because people tape shit. I mean, once it's on the internet, it's in everybody's hands. It doesn't stay contained to one website. It's people. People. Well, anyway, we're never going to get into that. But it's the whole thing that, so you destroyed a lot of black homes. Those people who have children, and even those people are willing to do it because you say they're adults and they're grown. A lot of them not mentally capable, because everybody's not a fucking freak. I don't give a fuck even if it's Atlanta. Everybody's not a fucking freak. We have a lot of regular people, and most black people tend to be conservative in their ways or whatever, to believe in marriage and home and family and church. A lot of black people are like that across a lot of ethnic backgrounds, black backgrounds. So it's really funny to me that you feel like everybody wants to be a freak and bust it wide open, and it's okay because you're like a drug dealer. He sells drugs to the parents, but then during school time, he buys the kids a pair of sneakers and get haircuts for the boys, and then Thanksgiving he has turkeys for the neighborhood he helps destroy. Because if he didn't sell drugs in the neighborhood, well, maybe it's one less crackhead that could be at home and not be a crackhead with their parent. Well, Marcus does the same thing with the pornography. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? These people can't show their faces to their kids. I bet half of Feisty's reason why she won't see her daughters, because she knows she was on the World Wide Web, eating, sucking, popping, doing all types of shit, crazy shit, and doing it with everybody. I think a lot of it is embarrassment. You get what I'm saying? How can you face, kids have access to this shit? You know what I'm saying? So Mark is saying that he helped a lot of single black mothers, help them, well, self-destruct even more. I'm just trying to figure out, that's like someone saying, a man telling you or a woman telling you they love you, but they always cheating on you. I mean, huh? Because to help is to aid. That is an action in some sort of way. It's an action that the other person ends up even or on the better side of, a higher ground. Rather, they end up on higher ground in some sort of fucking way. But taping them having pornographic scenes with randoms and strangers and condom lists and all this disgusting stuff, and they're doing these things, and everyone can see them. I mean, Marcus, why the fuck are you not on camera? I mean, cameraman, you came from behind the camera for everything else. I mean, you're eating vaginas in the public. I mean, cunnilingus in the public. I mean, who does that? And in the back of the car where your child's car seat is, the child with the poor little unhealthy heart. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Yo, this nigga just be lying, and he be popping his fucking collar off a bum nigga shit. Yo, at his age in Atlanta, where all those grown men getting it, young, old, whatever. Like I said, that's what impressed me when I went out there. I was fucking impressed. DC, I was impressed by the fucking black people, entrepreneurs. You crazy. Why the fuck are you running around the street with COVID, hepatitis, meningitis, and all that other shit? Homeless bitches, homeless niggas, drunks, scabies, and every fucking communicable disease out there, putting your life at risk when you a father to a baby. When you could be a father to the baby at home with T, your lady, because she's all that, right? So you say, but you still fuck homeless, dirty bitches. Um, why you not with like guys that are making moves since you're so bright and you're educated and you're a great you're a great filmmaker, or what do you want to call him, podcaster, filmmaker? What do we call little short disgusting Marcus? What do we call him? He was just fucking lying. And then I noticed that every time Eliana and fucking Tone get around this nigga, they like be good. They get in contact with this nigga. They shit go to shit now. They car broken down and everything. Yo, Marcus is a warlock. He don't want no one to have a healthy, successful relationship. And then he's gonna tell them he's gonna pay for their wedding, their marriage certificate. Hold on. He won't marry the fucking raggedy bum bitch that just came off the street that had his fucking baby that live in his motherfucking mother's house, fucking just residing there because he ain't man enough to make her an honest fucking woman. Oh, I love Max so much. If you love Max so much, why don't you fucking go into therapy and cure whatever the fuck is going on in your sick fucking mind? Stay at home, get a regular fucking job, and instead of having them homeless people around, and marry her. Make her an honest fucking woman instead of a stupid bitch. That's two baby daddies and two fucking babies in. You won't even let her be a living, but you love her so much. You won't really, but you invited Quita and fucking Kelsey to stay at your house. Oh man, and she can't stay in your house and she bore your child. You know when a woman give birth, she is the closest to fucking death because she's using every fucking muscle in her body to fucking push, and she have contraction. Her blood pressure is either rising or fucking dangerously dropping. Are you crazy? She sacrificed her life to give you an ear. And you telling me you can't make her an honest woman? Okay, Corinne, you said you prayed Josiah to have contact markers. Well, Corinne, Josiah is a fucking predator too. I mean, we heard stories about people saying that Josiah forced himself on them. So, and he was a predator before Marcus. And then he lied and said that he slept with his stepmother. So you pray that what, the two never meet? They both need to burn in fucking hell, Corinne. All due respect. High five to you. But they, yeah. Yeah, Mark. Yeah. Oh, you didn't know it's on tape. He sexually assaulted a mentally handicapped guy a few times. The man did not like it. And he physically assaulted him. And Marcus took him to the man's house constantly, and then they lived far away. It was okay. So you didn't know, Corinne? Okay, okay. Let me just tell you. I figured you didn't know why you said that, right? So when Josiah was out there knucking and bucking, he was supposed to go back home. So Marcus puts him on a bus to go home. But Josiah's never go home. Instead, he meets this mentally handicapped couple, white couple. They're dirty too. He meets them, but they live in this home or whatever with dogs and some other people. Or was it just them? I don't remember. I think they had, it was other people that lived there with them, like random, vagrant people that would live there with them, right? So it was the house or whatever, and their parents took care of the bills or something like that. They didn't get their check. Well, Josiah goes there, and not only does he sleeps with the wife, but he sleeps with the husband. The husband said how Josiah forced himself on him, and it was very painful, and he wanted him to stop. And Marcus giggled and laughed about it. And these people were clearly on drugs and mentally ill, and they met Josiah on that bus ride that he was supposed to take his fucking funky frail ass to motherfucking Ohio, back to Ohio, and instead he got off of some weird stop in Georgia with these people, these strangers, and he viciously sexually assaulted the man. Okay, the woman, the wife was down for it, but she was clearly autistic. They said they had autism. The guy died though of a drug overdose. The guy ended up dying later, way after Josiah left. Josiah also sexually assaulted Eliana. And yes, there were a couple, but Jamaican sexually assault you, and he sexually assaulted a few people. Josiah's is a fucking devil. So that's why when they said Josiah's raped somebody and that's why he was in jail, even though he didn't go, I mean, it wasn't true. That's why he went to jail. The lady recanted. People believed it because we were familiar with Josiah's stories about him sexually violating people. Oh yeah, oh yeah, he's Marcus Jr. When Marcus met him, he met a matchmaking made in heaven. Okay, Marcus used to let Josiah sit on his toilet and sleep at his house and take showers and shit. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so now you remember, and you remember they said that Josiah's, yep, see? Your memory, you had to remember if you brought up Josiah. So I was like, okay, well, maybe she stopped watching. Okay, mm-hmm. Do I think he's Eliana's baby father? I don't know. And like she said, she don't know. I did remember that Eliana used to say that she used to get sick and pass out. So now she knows she gets seizures. I remember a while ago saying that. Um, Before she had Divine, when she was just a regular interviewee. So I could believe that. I could believe that. Or maybe when she has intercourse because she has so much trauma being in foster care system, God knows what happened to her. Maybe she blacks out when it's time to have intercourse. I don't know. I'm not, we just, in people business, right? But we trying to figure it out so we can better understand the characters. I don't dislike Eliana. She's very much trying. She's a free thinker and she's very smart. If you listen to her talk, she understands herself, but they don't need to trust Marcus. Every time they go around this warlock, something go wrong. Now their car broke down. This nigga be hating, and then he disrespect Tone to ask Eliana, does she fantasize about eye patch? I didn't understand that she has two children there, babies there. It doesn't matter if they don't understand what you're saying. You're saying something vile that has negative energy and a negative connotation attached to it in front of this man's baby. Hold on, in front of this man's baby. Divine's son is there, and you asking Eliana in front of Tone's son if she think about eye patch in a way, and she said, Marcus, I'm gonna get you. But you can tell she really didn't appreciate it. But right now they need Marcus for some money. They need to get their shit together. Stop fucking with Marcus. As long as they fuck with Marcus, nothing is gonna go right. They're gonna lose that apartment too. How you bring the Marcus's bad energy in that apartment, and Marcus is giving y'all $40 collectively, not a piece, collectively. Get the fuck out of here. And then Marcus is gonna tell Josiah's new lady's very protected. That bitch is crazy. I don't like that little dirty young bitch. Let that nigga get a fucking paternity test. I don't want him to. Why, you stupid bitch? You picked up a whole. She watched what we watched. She saw him fucking boys and getting fucked by boys, sleeping on the street, disrespecting his parents and the whole nine. And this is what this silly stupid bitch little Ebony gets with. If I was her parents, I wouldn't fuck with her no more. That bitch that's a crazy little bitch. She'd be like, Josiah's can't do that. No, Josiah's is gonna, he cashing his first check. Look, come here, Josiah's. She got him henpecked, but nobody wants that fucking deviant. Nobody wants that fucking sexual deviant that probably got the whole of Atlanta diseases on him. Man, let me listen. I look at everybody and I say, okay, and I watch him just like we all watch them, and I come to my conclusions. Like, I don't like that fat, funky fucking Wanda bitch, that old fake Christian, that old reformed slut. Oh man. But that's just what it is. But I see Feisty, she's back in Atlanta with tragedy or whatever. If I was that guy, Nick, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. He got 8 kids and counting, and he owes $250,000 in child support. Whatever it is, he gave her a home and a way out, right? It doesn't matter what his intentions were, whatever. He wasn't harmful to her. He spoke his intentions to us. He was very transparent when he got doxxed. He didn't get mad. He was very transparent. He didn't say the shit wasn't true. Most people were like, oh, it ain't true. He was very fucking transparent about who he is and what he was. So he really wasn't, and I'm not saying he didn't want nothing, of course. You know what I'm saying? But she wasn't pressured. And she goes back to that. To tragedy, sleeping in bandos and in bus stations and shit like that. That bitch ain't shit. That rotten bitch ain't shit. And no, she doesn't need her children. Like, see, no, she doesn't need to be around her children. I get it now. When he used to say that about a certain person in the beef sector, I used to be like, oh, they be like, yo, they don't need to be around her son. I get it, but goddamn, act like you trying. This bitch don't even act like she's trying to be a good mother. You feel what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'll touch you. What you want to know, I'll touch you as much as I can. Because I stopped watching the Atlanta Street interviews for a while too. I just stopped watching it again like last year when Quita came back on the scene. Because Marcus does something to me that I just don't. I always say this, just because you can take advantage of somebody doesn't mean you should do it. You understand what I'm saying? It got to be some decency. Yo, I come across people all the time that I could take advantage. I wouldn't dare do it. It's not because, oh, it's karma. I don't even believe in karma like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do, so I entertain y'all. You know what I mean? If you're an ain't shit person, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be around other ain't shit people. So when two ain't shit people get together, what happened? Bullshit, right? Somebody got to take the losing end. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's you. It's not karma. It's just what you mixed into. You know what I'm saying? So, and then that's just my belief, in my opinion. You can believe in karma. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? We all got our own beliefs or whatever. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This ain't shit. And just because, and so I don't walk all over people because it's not kind. It's not kind. I don't give a fuck if, oh, I wouldn't want somebody to do it to me. No, I wouldn't want somebody to do it to me. But that's not the way. That's not the reason why I don't do it. I don't do it because it's unethical. You see, you hear my words, unethical and immoral. You know my two favorite words because people don't get it. A lot of people don't have those two characteristics. I ain't perfect. I do bullshit. I've hurt some people unintentionally and intentionally. Right? We all have. Right? But the most part, I'm a good person, and I'm not going to do that. And Marcus, he just does stuff. He does crimes against humanity. Like, why the fuck would you do that shit? We could turn our nose up to everybody else, but Marcus got 5,000 fucking people signed to his spicy site, quote unquote, his dirty site. 5 fucking thousand people and fucking counting. That's a problem, y'all. And these people are grandparents, parents. These people are your babysitters and shit. That's a problem. Quita just got out of jail. Quita just got out of jail. She looking healthy. She got her little man. You know, she keep her little man. She's got out of jail for a prostitution sting. It sounds like with the way she was describing it. But she alright. She got her man. She looking healthy. She gained her weight back and everything. Her wigs look better. Quita good. Quita don't fuck with Marcus. Quita doing her own thing. Quita knows. Quita got the fucking picture. She do not need to be around Marcus. Marcus shit. Marcus want to send you to hell or jail. Him and that Scribble Scrabble face. But for me, I think Scribble Scrabble face is setting Marcus up. This is something not sitting right. Where did he appear from? How does he know Marcus? This nobody. Where did Ant come from? How does Marcus know Ant? Exactly. Exactly. Nobody knows. Things that make you go, all of a sudden, these underage girls and all of, well, Marcus been fucking with underage girls. Let me not stop, but it's just certain things that's happening. And I noticed that Ant is the main common denominator. People are sleeping on him because he drinks excessively. That could be the whole cover up. You know what I'm saying? And I hope it is. I hope it is Ant that take it down. I hope it's Ant and Polo that take his ass down. Because Polo like, that's my friend. But then under the same breath, Polo be like, you don't fucking like me. You a hater. I'll be seeing you, Marcus. Which one is it, Polo? It could be Polo and Ant. I hope it is. I hope Marcus just get the greatest betrayal ever. You ain't loyal. I will love it, love it, love it, love it if it happens like that. But on that note, yo, thank you for coming by. It was a beauty seeing all y'all. The replay gang, thank y'all for replaying me. And have a good weekend ahead. And if something happen, I'll come and talk about them. Remember, we listen, we judge, and then we mind our business. But we gonna judge you first. Have a good night. And don't let the same bird shit on you twice. Peace out, y'all.